All right, so this is a take two. Um, the first one didn't go so well, so we're gonna try again. Um, my name is Mikkel Ellis. I have autism. Um, I have a bunch of other things too, and I'll go into that in a moment. But I made this channel a few years ago because I wanted to start a podcast called Adventures in Trauma Land, where I had discussions with people about their life. Wanted to find out what made them who they were and why the things that could have killed them didn't, because I believe that there is a magic kind of alchemy in sharing stories and telling people stories. People can sometimes feel victimized when their stories are stolen from them and told by other people. So it's really important that we learn how to reclaim our stories. And I think maybe that's something that I need to learn how to do is reclaim my own story. And maybe that's what I'm trying to do right now. But in order to do that, I need to kind of set the stage for how things are. I need to take you back to 2017. I promise we'll go quick. 2017, both my parents, my mother and my father, both received diagnosis of cancer. My mom got hit first and she had surgery and started doing chemo. My dad got hit second, but he actually probably got the cancer first because by the time they found it, it had spread. He also had suffered a heart attack and he passed away in 2018. My mom held on through the pandemic and she passed away on in 2022. I was trying to decide whether or not I needed to talk about the fact that my mom actually happened to die on my dead brother's birthday, because that has been a tremendously traumatic part of all of this for me. My brother died in 2001. He was in a car accident. Also, around the same time, my marriage was failing. I got married in 2008. I'm not going to tell what her name is, and I'm not going to sit here and insult her. It's not what I'm here to do. It's not what I'm trying to do. But I will say that it got bad, and she became very manipulative, aggressive, abusive. Um, and she tried to paint herself as a victim. She turned a lot of people against me during this time. Also, during this time, I was becoming more and more emotionally dysregulated, partly because of what was happening in my marriage. Again, I'm not trying to insult her, it's just the truth. It's just the truth. Um, I had to quit work in 2023. My wife also wasn't working for various reasons. We were both spending a trust fund that my mother had left. It wasn't a large trust fund, and it certainly wasn't going to last forever. It has lasted up until this moment, and I have about somewhere between 4 or 5 months left of it. Um, my wife abandoned the home in June of last year. Um, I met a girlfriend, and her name is Elizabeth, and she moved here from Wisconsin to be with me in November. Um, it hasn't always been easy for the two of us, but it's been worth it. The one good thing that has happened in all of this time has been meeting her. She's trying to do her best to help me with my needs, but unfortunately, my care needs are a lot beyond what she can handle. I've been trying to get on disability since 2023. I was initially denied and we appealed, and I was denied the appeal, and I was changing representation. And because my old representation did not get my records to my new representation in time, we lost the ability to appeal. I have lost all of the traction that I had gained in that case, and I would have to start over, which means it'll probably be at least another 2.5, 3 years before I could possibly get approved. I am unable to work. I'm unable to get through a day without crying and getting angry and getting scared. I am unable to, unfortunately, broken furniture. I hurt myself. I'm running out of time. Elizabeth came with a car, but I was in an unfortunate accident. Somebody turned right in front of me without a signal, and I hit them. We should be getting some sort of a claim from that with insurance, but the police department has been dragging their feet to get the report. So we don't have any way of getting out. I recently was approved for an SMI designation. That means serious mental illness. And I'm hoping that I can get some in-home supports with that. That's really what I've been trying to get for the longest time, is some in-home supports, figure out some sort of a steady income source. Elizabeth is trying to get a job, but so far she hasn't had much luck. But I'm hoping that she'll get something soon. I miss my family. I miss having people to belong to. I regret the time that I wasted with a human being that obviously wasn't actually in love with me for so long. I have no sympathy whatsoever for her or her situation. And I'm sure that she doesn't have any sympathy for mine, and I don't care. There are things I wanted to do, and I don't think that I'm going to be able to do them. I've wanted to travel. I've wanted to go to Europe. I've wanted to go to South America, Central America, Japan, China. I've wanted to see so many things. I'm getting to the point that I can barely leave my house. It's hard. I have always had people think that I'm an angry person, and I'm not an angry person. I am a traumatized person that has really bad coping mechanisms, unfortunately. And the harder that life becomes, the worse those cycles just kind of manifest. I don't know how my story ends, but right now I don't think that it's going to end very good. And I think that if something doesn't change fairly quickly, I'm not going to live to see 50. I I'm pretty severely mentally ill. I spent most of today being angry at my dead mother because she spent almost my entire life trying to convince me that there's an afterlife, that all of the spirituality things that people believe in are real. And she's been dead since 2022. If anybody was going to show up and make a grand appearance and be the miracle that I was waiting for, you'd think it would have been her. And I haven't heard hide nor hair from her at all. So I don't know that I believe in any kind of afterlife, because if anybody was going to come through, it was going to be my mom. And she didn't. My body is breaking down. My brain is breaking down. I don't know how this ends, but it doesn't end happy. Maybe, if nothing else, people will look at what happened to me. I'm filming something over here. Sorry. Maybe people will look at what happened to me, and maybe it'll make somebody want to change something. I guess that's better than nothing. But I think what's probably going to happen is I'm going to die in one way or another fairly tragically, fairly soon. And most people are not even going to know who I am. And I'm not an individual case here. There is a big, huge epidemic in our country. Middle-aged autistic human beings are undertreated, are underserved. We are dying. We are falling through the cracks of society. We're being left behind. We're being abandoned. And we're being blamed for a lot of things that actually happened to us and not things that we did. And that's just where life is right now for a whole bunch of us. And I'm not any different. I'm 48 years old. My family is all gone. This doesn't end well for me unless something changes. But I'm not going to see 50 if it doesn't. And if you know me, if you're watching this, you haven't heard from me in a while, and you know me, my number hasn't changed. You can reach out. I love you. Elizabeth, I love you.
Sorry, I thought you were still filming.
No, I'm still filming. I am. I am still doing a live YouTube, and
Oh, you're doing it
I am doing a live YouTube, and I am being authentically messy because I don't know what else to do. I still have 12 subscribers on this channel, and maybe somebody watching will know what to do. Or maybe they'll just come here and leave a comment that insults me. Either way, have fun. 15 minutes, 16 minutes. Not as long-winded as I thought I could be. Bye, everybody.